I can't see good with that light in my eyes, but I guess this is the example of people that don't care about what we're doing, right? Because I'm not going to be up here long. You've had a bunch of speakers, and just tell you I'm beyond humbled at all the great words. And the Coach of the Year honor is about the staff. It's about these players. It's what they did. It's not about me, but I will accept it on their behalf. And, I think the biggest thing when we came back, and we talked about this, I think at our first Iron City meeting was our first meeting in January with these guys. And I think, we've said this many times, but we had 3 coaches in about 3 years. And, I think one of the things that was so fun to watch these guys was the progress they made this year. And I think if you got to see our workouts early on when we had about 30 guys lined up against that wall injured, of course they weren't on the wall, I think we had them doing something. But to make the progress they made when we had about 8, I think we had 8 offensive linemen in the spring, is that right? Now when you were injured. So we had a bunch of guys injured, and we had to get through that. But the work they put in, and guys, one of the things I'm the most proud of, our support staff and obviously our staff and our support staff was our academics this year. Our APR ended up being the highest in the history of UAB football. And that is one thing we take a lot of pride in, that you always started every day. The first thing we talked about was academics. That's where we started every day. They got tired of hearing it, so that's why they were here. But, all the people that were behind that, and then I think our APR score that came out for the fall only, I don't want to say exactly what it is. I need that number in here somewhere, but it was somewhere around 990 something. I mean, I've never even been part of that. So that's a credit to these guys. That's who these guys are. But one of the things I want to talk about tonight is you fans. Our cheerleaders, our band, all the support, but our fans and the stand, what we're to expect. We heard all these negatives, and I didn't believe that. I'm an Alabama guy, okay? Birmingham, this is my home, okay? This is where and you saw it in a Troy game, but going on the road, Western Kentucky, our fans were louder than I think their fans were, and it was homecoming to them. I can always hear my wife up there. She's usually the loudest one. Her and the other coach's wife. This is what I like. I know I got to go home, and we need to win, right? But I mean, if you saw them in the game, the Marshall game, the Southern Miss game, which was such a terrific game, we're still mad about Marshall. But just the effort, our fans, guys, what a great job! Thank y'all so much for turning out tonight. Very humbling, and like I said, I'm accepting this on behalf of the staff. It is very, very, people ask me all the time, what's it like seeing your players leave right now? It's tough, I'm going to be real honest. But that's what they've got to do. Same thing with my staff. So it's bittersweet, but we're happy for them that they're getting other chances. And, Tim, my faith is very important. It is very important. But I'm going to leave you with this. Y'all don't quit giving them hell, you hear me?